Smoke inhalation?
Yeah.
Fire marshal says it was probably the same type of detonation device.
He's the third one. There may be more inside. The ceiling collapsed.
This isn't even a Belchamisse factory. That means the next one could be anywhere.
Tony, we can't watch every warehouse in Eastbridge.
We have to find the bug.
We talked to every torch in New York.
And run down every pro on the East Coast. And Paulie, find out whose name is on the insurance policy for the contents of that building. Hi.
Hi.
Couldn't sleep again, huh?
I heard about the fire on the news. And about Cindy.
Rachel, I was gonna tell you.
But you didn't want to upset me.
Look, why don't you go up to bed, try to get some sleep?
The news said that there's a suspect in the case.
Nothing definite, just a few leads. I'm gonna be up in a few minutes, okay? Your days are numbered, I'm telling you. Okay, you get your reprieve. But lay one paw on my slippers and it's curtains, you understand me? Scally. Hey, Paulie. You're sure? There's no doubt? All right, yeah. I know.
Is my father a murder suspect?
Rachel, you know how this goes. We're looking at a lot of people.
That's not an answer.
I don't have any answers, Rach.
But you have leads. I want to know what they are.
Why do you want to do that? All you're going to do is go nuts second-guessing the evidence.
Don't I look like I'm going nuts now? Tony, the doctor who wouldn't tell my mother that she was dying of cancer, he said that he was trying to be kind, but everybody else knew he wasn't.
But he knew the truth. I don't. Why are you doing this, honey?
Because I don't want to go through this alone.
All right. Cindy was strangled with your father's belt.
What else?
There was an insurance policy on the contents of the building that was burnt tonight. Ben was the beneficiary. But he might not have known they were going to torch the place.
Really believe that?
Oh, Rachel, this is exactly why I didn't want to get into this right now. There are a lot of explanations.
Here's more, right?
Yeah. There were 3 fatalities tonight.
No. Close the case. My father's guilty. It's open and shut.
I wish it were.
It is. Just write your report, Tony. End it. You can do that.
I can't.
You can! You have all the power!
It's not over, Rachel.
Why?
Because there's still another bomb out there. We have less than 48 hours to find the last firebomb if it was planted in Eastbridge. Now, the first two fires happened in the warehouse district, so we're gonna focus our manpower in this area. We still have surveillance at the Belchamese plant, but we can't be sure what to expect anymore. That's it.
Boss, you finished that computer check? And Metzger isn't named on any other insurance policy.
All right, he could be using an alias. Keep cross-checking the other beneficiaries. See if we can't trace something back.
On it.
We were checking out East Coast arsonists. All right, Marvin Jakowski's name's on the bottom of the list. Turns out he got into Eastbridge last night.
Marvin Jakowski, Magic Jakowski? What's a mob torch doing in town unless he had something to do with those fires?
I thought you might want to ask him that in person. He's at the Sandpiper.
Let's go. Magic!
Oh, come on. Word gets around Magic Jakowski got away from us. We're never gonna live this down. Never.
Magic, I see you.
I was not ashamed. You had never caught me.
Just want to ask you a couple of questions.
And for answering these questions, I get what?
Lunch?
Sure you guys don't want anything?
After what you ordered, all we can afford is coffee. Now, let's get down to business. What are you doing here, Magic?
Having lunch.
What do you have to do with these fires?
Whoa, I was in Atlanta when those blew. It wasn't me, man.
But you know something about him. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here.
Let's just say that certain parties who prefer to remain anonymous don't like these fires.
Like the mob?
Like, I didn't say that.
What do they care about this?
Feds all figure that these certain parties are the only ones that got the juice to hire that kind of pro. These certain parties do not like being in the spotlight. I'm here to convey this sentiment.
You're here to make the torch an offer he can't refuse.
I gotta find him first.
Got any leads?
Nah, nothing you guys don't already know. Oh, that's his.
Oh, gentlemen.
Oh, at these prices, I better find out a lot more than how much you can put away in a single sitting.
Okay, here's something you don't know. The explosives, they come from an armory heist that took place in Pennsylvania 6 weeks ago. Military don't even know they got hit yet. That's what you get for never checking inventory. Tell you something else you don't know. Whoever's doing this also stole the C4 plastic explosives. He uses all of that in his next gift package. Bomb number 4 is gonna take out half a city block.
They'll probably just come back tomorrow and spray more swastikas.
They can make virtual reality video. You think they could make graffiti-proof walls? Yeah. Hold on, I forgot my jacket. Good, be right back.
Cleaning the temple.
Radiology, Dr. Matthews, radiology.
Excuse me. I'm Police Commissioner Scally. David is our son.
Is he all right?
Commissioner Scally.
Is he all right?
He's pretty banged up.
David, what did they do?
He's a tough kid. He'll be fine.
How do you feel, son?
Bad. I ache. But good, because I hit one of them pretty hard.
Yeah? Came the old Scally hook?
Yeah, and then they all jumped me. Cowards. I marked up the walls again. I tried to stop them.
Hey, did you get a look at one of them?
Yeah.
Good. Well, at some point tomorrow, we're gonna get you down to the station, have you look at some mugshots. Okay?
Mugshots. Cool.
Collins, you're under arrest.
kid you beat up was my son! Tony, no! I'm not done with you! Turn around.
This is everything Collins had in his pockets when you and Paulie arrested him, boss.
Anything unusual?
Not that I could see. Credit cards, driver's license, membership in a gun club. No surprise there.
This is Edward Estlin's card. He's Cindy Talbot's photographer, the girl that was murdered.
Well, what's Collins' connection to Estlin?
Got it.
A detonator for a bomb? We got less than 15 minutes.
We found it under his leather-bound copy of Mein Kampf. Oh, he's our guy, all right. Not that we can prove it.
We're just gonna have to make him think we can.
Yeah, but there's one small detail. We don't have a case against this guy.
All depends on how you present it to him.
I'm not talking to you. I want a lawyer.
A lawyer steps in here and we can't deal.
Now, what do we make a deal for? You got nothing on me except for some assault charge.
Guess again.
What's with that?
This is a detonation device for a bomb. You know where we found it? Your apartment. We traced it. Compared it to what we found at the other fires. You know what? They all come from the same place. That ties you to the other fires.
Well, it's a frame.
There were 3 deaths in the 3rd fire. That's 3 counts of murder. Do you know what that means? Special circumstances. You're a dead man.
I told you I didn't plant those. I swear. Look, maybe I bought a few parts for somebody, but I had nothing to do with those fires. I don't even know how to build a phone bomb.
Son of a bitch, don't lie to me. You just said phone bomb. We didn't release that information. Only the person who planted them could have known that.
Okay. But somebody else built them and set them off. I just planted them. Now, you said I could deal, right?
Depends.
On what?
The information and how fast I get it.
I get my instructions from a P.O. box. Whoever it is signs his initials CW.
I don't give a damn about that. I want you to tell me where you planted the bomb. That bomb goes off in 14 minutes. Once that happens, the deal's off, and you're headed directly to the chair, and I will personally be there to flick the switch. Where is it? Where? It's the payphone in the back next to the men's room. There it is, right back here.
There's no trigger here.
See if the explosives are still here.
He left the gasoline, took the explosives and the dynamite. Why would he do that?
Collins swears that that's where he planted the bomb. So our mysterious CW must have moved it. Now what?
We go back to the drawing board.
So where do you want to start?
Let's start with the people. What's the connection between Collins, Cindy, Ben, and this unknown CW?
They're all connected to the stolen blouses, right? So why don't we follow the money trail? Who stood to gain the most?
We're assuming that money was the motive for these firebombs.
Yeah, well, it's not a bad assumption, Tom.
But Pete is part of the white resistance. Let's look at two things. Ties to the white resistance and ties to the garment industry.
Okay. This is a list of white resistance contributors we found in Pete's apartment. I haven't had a chance to go over it yet.
Edward Estelin is on this list. Let's go talk to him.
Looks like we won't be getting any answers out of Ed.
History of the Treblinka death camp. That's your basic bedtime reading.
Hey, wait a minute, Tony, look at this. Tony, there's a lab report on that cloth we found in Estelin's hand. It matches material used by Belchamise.
We'll start checking every store that sells the line.
Oh, wait, you haven't heard the good news. The clothing this stuff's made out of isn't even on the market yet.
Then only someone who works at Belchamise would be wearing something made out of it.
Right, so we get a list of Belchamise employees, and our killer's gonna be on it somewhere.
Let's start with someone with a motive.
Oscar Rothman?
Rothman finds out Estelin was bombing his plants, he might have killed him.
It was a pretty brutal murder, Tony. You think Rothman's the type?
I'm not sure. Let's run a complete check on Oscar Rothman.
Well, we've already done that.
This time I want to find out about Rothman before he emigrated.
Oh, yes. We have lots on several Oscar Rothmans. Take your choice. One from column A, two from column B.
Yeah, but the one we're looking for was born in Dusseldorf, Germany on May 21st, 1917.
Yeah, naturalized November 22nd, 1956.
We need his records from Germany.
I don't have that. This is just since he arrived in the U.S. But through the miracle of computers, I can get you something. The internet knows all. I have access to databases all over the world. Scary, huh? That's why I don't have credit cards. I don't vote or drive. Keeps me out of most computer systems. Are you sure you got the right Oscar Rothman? Treblinka concentration camp, 1943.
That's him.
I don't see how he could have been naturalized in 1956.
Why not?
Because he died in Treblinka in 1945.
And there's no other way to trace him. Okay, thanks a lot. I'll be in touch. Auf Wiedersehen to you, too. One in Germany. They verified Rothman's death.
So then who the hell is this guy, really?
There's only one way to find out, and that's to run his prints.
Well, that should be easy enough.
No, I don't want to tip Rothman more onto him.
So you want me to make a milk run over to Bel Chemise so I can get him on some pretext?
I got someone who can lift him easier and who's dying to help us.
Your father didn't have too many personal things, just in his desk.
Sorry it took me so long to get to it.
I understand. Sarah? He talked about her a lot. And David. I know all about your kids, believe me.
He really talked about him?
Oh, yeah. She's really beautiful. You're lucky.
You never got married?
Papa always needed me too much. I guess I'm married to Bel Chemise. Rachel, I'm truly sorry for what you're going through. It must be terrible for you.
I believe my father is innocent.
I hope he is. I really do. If you need any extra boxes or help moving things, just let me know.
Thanks. Mission accomplished.
I didn't recognize the place without newspapers all over the floor.
Some girl answered the ad. Says Misha's her dog. Her real name's Daisy.
Oh, I'm sorry about that, champ.
Yeah, we were all getting so attached.
She ought to be here any minute.
Honey, why do I feel so guilty? People are supposed to fall in love with dogs.
That's because no one tells you they're walking buzzsaws. 4 pairs of socks have gone missing.
I know. Not to mention we've got teeth marks all over the couch.
And the stain on my office rug.
And the hole in the leather chair. Okay. I don't feel guilty.
Hi, I'm Tim Raphael, and this is Margot.
Hi.
Where's Daisy? That's not Daisy.
It's not? Honey, are you sure?
Take a closer look. We gave her a bath.
I'm sure.
Wait a minute, Margot. Here you go. Here. I can't really keep her. I'm not home all that much, and she needs the company.
Please, Daddy.
Okay. Thank you, son.
Hey, enjoy your puppy.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Sure.
Okay.
Have fun.
Bye-bye.
You know, David, I'm really proud of you.
Mother's right. That was a really nice thing to do.
Yeah. Well, we should get ready for temple.
Wasn't so nice. I wanted to get rid of the dog. She chewed on my baseball glove, gave me fleas, and peed on my math book. Guess you're not so proud of me now, huh?
Kid, you'd be surprised.
Getting a line on the weekend games?
This is from Germany. They ran Rothman's fingerprints. Oscar Rothman is really Karl Wolf, a soldier in the Third Reich. Exactly where he was during the war was classified, and then the files were lost in a fire.
So he passed himself off as a death camp survivor?
Probably the easiest way to emigrate.
That's sick.
And we just found the guy who built those bombs.
Engineering degree, Leipzig, 1941. Drafted into the Army, 1941. Area of expertise, explosives. But why'd he move the bomb? To defuse it?
Maybe the target changed.
Did you guys go down that way?
Kitty, I need to speak with your father. I have a search warrant.
What is it this time?
How much do you know about your father's life in Germany?
I know that he spent 3 years in a death camp. I know that he watched them lead his first wife away.
We sent your father's fingerprints to the German authorities. Kitty, I think you should read this. I'm sorry, Kitty.
There's some mistake.
Tony. We found this in the closet in Rothman's office. Explosive residue on the bottom, and the box comes from that armory that was hit in Pennsylvania.
Kitty, help us find him. He's got the rest of the explosives with him. We don't have much time. Where did he go?
I don't know.
I don't know, there's gotta be some pattern we're not seeing. Some reason Rothman changed the target.
All right, let's see. First, he engineers 2 fires. Then he kills the model. Then he kills Estelin. Then he changes the location.
Estelin.
What?
He moved the location of the last bomb after he killed Estelin. Something must have happened there that made him move it.
דוד, שלום, מה שלומך?
More white resistance leaflets. Signed by the elusive CW.
Hey, CW.
Karl Wolf. Rothman's behind the white resistance? But I don't get it. Why is he bombing his own place? To create an alibi?
He's going after the insurance money.
Which his company doesn't need.
But maybe the resistance does. They use the insurance money for propaganda, thugs, and firebombs.
Hello,
What is it?
It's a book on death camps, limited edition. Ugh. Page is missing. The chapter that's missing is on Treblinka.
Yeah. That's where the real Oscar Rothman died, right?
Uh-huh.
You think his picture was in the book?
Maybe, but I'm wondering why Wolf chose to be Rothman. I mean, how did he even know Rothman?
Who knows? Maybe they were neighbors before the war. Maybe he was Wolf's tailor.
Well, maybe they met at Treblinka. Take a look at these pictures. You notice anything?
A lot of soldiers.
Exactly. These pictures are of German soldiers, not of prisoners. You know what? Rothman's picture wasn't taken out of this book. It was Wolf's picture. If he was a death camp commander, he'd still be wanted for war crimes.
So that's it. Estelin figured out who he really was.
It's a great motive for murder.
Yeah, but he's still got a problem. If Estelin can find those pictures, so can somebody else.
Unless he manages to destroy the originals.
Which is where his next bomb's gonna be.
Hey, Ronnie, did you hear from Rabbi Grimmel yet?
I just talked to the temple. The originals of the pictures in that book are in the Holocaust Study Center over at the temple on East Tennessee.
That's Rachel's temple. Rachel and David just went to the services there. Ronnie, get the bomb squad there right away. Get the people out of the area. Check all the phones.
Roger that.
And get Rothman's daughter there as soon as possible.
Thank you, officer. Please, there's no cause for alarm, but we must exit the temple as quickly as we can.
Check the phones. They're clean. K9 units on the way.
All right, set up a one-block perimeter. I want everyone out of here.
Tony.
Rachel, everyone's got to move. There's a bomb in the synagogue.
Oh, my God.
Excuse me. All right, everyone, we need to clear this area.
Come on, Tony, let's get inside. This thing could be anywhere.
Hey, stop! Please, stop him!
Take your hands off me! Stop it! Stop it! Leave me alone!
Don't move. How's it feel, Hair Wolf? Where'd you put it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The hell you don't. What's this phone for?
Obviously for making phone calls, you know.
All right, here, Wolf. Let's make a phone call.
Wait, I don't understand.
Come on.
Wait, I don't understand.
Let's stop wasting time. Are you gonna tell me where it is?
I know what you're talking about. Where what is?
Good. Then you won't mind dialing a phone number for me. Like the number of this temple.
With pleasure.
It's 555.
555
0182.
0182.
Now hit send.
Of course. Yeah. Send. Okay.
Any problem?
No. I hit send. Here you are. It's ringing. Have my phone back, please. You forgot to turn it off. Thank you. Oh, look here. A Jewish book fair. That's funny.
Just a minute. There's one more phone call I'd like you to make. I want you to dial that number, the fax number.
You want to send a fax?
Dial the number. 555 0170.
Five,
0170.
Das ist alles. Alles fertig. That means finished in German. So, what happens now?
I'm going to send you back to Germany as a war criminal.
All I did was carry out the orders of my superiors. Besides, I owe those people nothing.
What about your daughter? What do you owe her?
I don't think that's any of your business. Shall we go?
This is what you were trying to destroy. Estlin found out about you, didn't he? So you killed him.
He was a common blackmailer.
Then you killed Cindy Talbot because she found out you were responsible for the fires. I want you to tell my wife that her father was completely innocent.
Your wife?
Yes, my wife.
He was a Jew.
Why? Why did you do it? The book with those dates and the money?
Use your head, for God's sakes. Once Cindy found out, then I was afraid other people would find out, you know. And then someone had to assume the blame. So I used your father.
You didn't think any of this would lead back to you?
I didn't think for a minute that you would have the brains to figure it out.
I love you, Liebchen! I love you!
Papa. Kitty.
It wasn't your father. It was mine.